Today I have a really easy recipe for you, but that doesn't make it less tasty. It's my ultimate all-purpose cauliflower sauce. This sauce is very versatile and can be turned into a number of tasty fat-free meals. You can use this as spread on a white sauce pizza with mushrooms or potato toppings. Just a perfect pizza bianco or a fresh Indian raita recipe, the ultimate side dish for a spicy curry dish. You can easily turn it into a mint falafel sauce by adding some chopped mint and a bit of sweetness. It's also the base for my plant-based coleslaw recipe. In the end of this video, I will show you all the other favorite dishes this easy sauce can be made into. And I will show you how I store the sauce so I fast and effortless can make all of these delicious fat-free meals to make sure I stick to my fat-free medical medium protocol. And as all my other recipes, it's gluten-free, it's plant-based, it has no medical medium no foods, and it's fat-free. So grab your apron and let's get cooking. The recipe is only 4 ingredients. Because I make a big batch, I use 2 heads of cauliflower. If this is the first time you're making the recipe, you might want to cut it in half or a fourth to make sure that this is a recipe for you. But I promise you, you will love it. The next ingredients is half a cup of apple juice. You could use your own apples for this, but I'm kind of lazy and I like to buy an organic, non-filtered apple juice. This juice is not from concentrate, so it's the closest I can come to a self-juiced apple juice. I store it in the freezer in an ice cube tray, so I always have a little apple juice to use. The next ingredients is 1/4 of a cup of fresh pressed lemon juice. And finally, a tablespoon of raw honey. First step is to cut the cauliflower into florets, and for this I use a steak knife. I prefer this brand because this is just better than every other brand I tried. For cutting the cauliflower, I'm turning it upside down and remove the green leaves by cutting around the stem. And I just continue the same method to cut off all the floret. Then I break it up to smaller pieces, but not too small because you don't want it to fall through the steamer. This one got something dark on it. I will cut that away, just like this. Because we're going to blend it, it doesn't matter how it looks. But of course, this one is more likely to crumble and fall through the steamer. It's often you buy a cauliflower and you think, wow, no black spots. But then when you remove the leaves, you discover some black spots. Try to cut in between those big holes because then your cauliflower won't crumble in your steamer. The reasons why we're cutting the cauliflower into smaller pieces is because they can fit more closely together in the steamer, and this way I can steam them all at once. You can also use the big stem. Cut away 1 inch at the bottom to avoid any dirt or oil from the cutting at the farm. Remove anything looking green because it's a part of the leaves. Then dice up the stem. This is a bit harder than the rest of the cauliflower, so you would want to cut it into smaller pieces because it would take longer to steam these parts. Add the stem and the florets to a steamer. It's important that the surface of the water won't reach the surface of the steamer because then your cauliflower will be boiled and not steamed. If you, like me, have burned your steamer like this, I have a hack to avoid this in the future and prevent you from buying more steamers. So watch this video if you would like that hack. Add a lid to your pot to keep the steam inside, and if you think your steam cook even faster, and it will save energy and money on your electric bill. Steam the cauliflower for about 15 minutes. Check if the cauliflower is tender by poking it with a fork or a knife. I always poke in one of the pieces from the stem because they are harder to cook. And it should easily move through the cauliflower. Let the cauliflower cool down for a bit and add it to your blender. It's not warm at all. I actually cooled it down quite a lot. I just make sure that I take off the top parts because otherwise they might fall out if I just lift the steamer. And then I take the steamer and I just scrape the pieces of the cauliflower into my blender. You can use a stick blender, but I like to use my Vitamix blender. This way I'll make sure the sauce is silky smooth and don't have any cauliflower lumps. Add the apple juice, the lemon juice, and the honey to the blender. Now we have all our cauliflower. You can see all the liquid in the bottom. And this is actually all the ingredients for the sauce. Isn't that easy? Pop on the lid and let's go blending. Because lemon juice and apple juice can vary in taste and sourness, it's important to do the final tasting of the sauce. You do this by tasting a bit of the sauce on a spoon, and if you think it's too sour, you add a little bit of honey. If it gets too sweet, you will need to add some sourness afterwards. Then blend again and taste again. Repeat this process until the taste will make you smile. Now our white sauce is ready. You can eat it as it is, it's really yummy, but you can also let it cool down and add some parsley and chives, and you have a really yummy tartar sauce that goes so well with my vegan fish cakes that I really encourage you to try it. As you might know, I like to store my sauces in serving-size glass containers like this one. It has a leak-proof lid, and the glass is so thick that it can go in the freezer and the oven without breaking. But the best part about it is that it's serving size, so it has just the right amount when I take one from the freezer. I have a couple of dozens filled with different sauces in my freezer. This way, I can take a small portion of one sauce one night and another sauce another night. And this way, I get different kind of meals throughout the week. This is actually one of my 6 hacks for successful long-term fat-free eating. You can find the rest of the hacks in my free ebook. I will link to it in the description. So from 2 cauliflowers, I get about 8 small containers for my freezer. And it's my experience that one container will last 1 or 2 days, depending on how much you use it and for how many things you use. I usually put one in the refrigerator and the rest in the freezer. And there's still a little bit left in the blender, but that's just perfect because I'm gonna make my all-time favorite creamy potato salad with the rest of the sauce. But let me show you all the delicious fat-free meals this easy white sauce can be turned into. And remember, all of these meals, they are gluten-free, plant-based, no medical medium, no foods, and they're fat-free. I already showed you the white pizza with mushrooms or potato toppings, the mint dip for my fat-free falafels without chickpeas, the fat-free coleslaw served with my barbecue celiac steak, a fresh Indian rice recipe, my creamy classic potato salad, and the tartar sauce from my no-crab ocean cakes. But I like to show you even more. This sauce can also be turned into a sweet vanilla cream for your pumpkin waffles. You can use it cold as a fat-free plant-based sour cream or plant-based yogurt in your baked potato. Or you can use the sauce as it is as a healthy sandwich spread, or you can add some cucumber and garlic, and you have a fat-free vegan tzatziki sauce recipe. Or make a delicious dish of gluten-free nuggets in a creamy sage and garlic sauce. Let me know in the comment which of these meals you would like me to make a video about next. I promise you it will be tasty, fat-free, and easy to follow step by step. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're looking for more fat-free medical medium recipes, subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. All my recipes are plant-based, gluten-free, they're fat-free and nut-free, and they don't contain any medical medium, no foods. On my channel, I share everything from a medical medium lifestyle to make the medical medium lifestyle easier for you. Until next time, stay healthy and take care.